a call to action sounds, and the best answer. Their payoff? The smiles of kids who might have died or lived damaged lives without them. This video is dedicated to the staff and volunteers of SafeKids Greater Houston and their tireless work to protect children.
You know, our kids are the treasure of our community, and too many of our kids that are from birth to age 14 are hurt every year. You know, there's more preventable accidents that hurt kids in that age group than there are kids that are injured or die from disease, and it's preventable. Thank goodness for SafeKids Greater Houston. They do work every day. I want to thank the professionals in law enforcement, EMS, volunteers, public health agencies who help acquaint parents with what can be done to reduce the risk of accidents. Thank you, SafeKids Greater Houston.
Working for SafeKids takes more than commitment. It takes heart and the will to keep working to protect every child and inform every parent and caregiver about preventing accidents.
I became a police officer because I wanted to help those people that couldn't help themselves. I really believe that it's my calling.
Children shouldn't have to hurt.
An injured child, it's something that just rips your heart out.
If we don't take care of our children, it just, you know, what kind of world are we going to live in 20 years from now?
They count on us to keep them safe. We need to be their bodyguards.
Our goal is to keep children out of the emergency room.
I love children, and I want to see children protected.
We're very passionate about making a difference in the life of a child, saving lives of children one life at a time. That's what we do.
There are so many children that are at risk. There are so many parents that just because of lack of information do not know what to do to keep their children safe.
SafeKids Greater Houston is part of a national 600-member grassroots network called SafeKids USA. SafeKids USA has contributed to a 45% reduction in the child fatality rate from accidental injury nationwide. SafeKids Greater Houston carries out its life-saving mission with the generous support of its lead member, Texas Children's Hospital.
While it's based in Texas Children's Hospital, the SafeKids Corporation reaches out and touches many different people who are very, very interested in preventing injuries.
Texas Children's Hospital and SafeKids expert staff and volunteers from many local agencies, public and private, hold numerous events every year to educate the public about keeping kids safe. The need is real. According to Children at Risk, an organization that tracks quality of life indicators for Houston children, 35 children under the age of 14 were killed in car accidents in Harris County in 2006. Nearly 3 a month. Yet 4 out of 5 car seats are not properly installed. It's one of the many problems SafeKids Greater Houston faces as it works to protect children.
That's our mission, is just to get out there and inform the public the basics of car seat safety, the basics of bicycle safety, the basics of pedestrian safety, the basics of water safety. All those things are very, very important.
We talk to parents about not leaving a child in the bathtub, not walking to the kitchen to answer the telephone.
Watch your children when they're at the swimming pool. They can drown in less than 3 seconds.
A lot of times the parents say, I just looked away for 1 second. I only walked away for 2 minutes.
2,600 kids are killed a year in automobile crashes. That's 2,600 too many.
I don't want to be that person that has to tell a parent that their child is deceased.
If a child is injured, say for example, a traumatic brain injury as a result of not wearing a helmet because that child fell off of a bicycle and hit his or her head, that child could have permanent brain damage.
The bottom line is you don't know when that crash is going to happen.
Every parent should be part of or use SafeKids. It's a very vital tool.
Parenting doesn't come with a handbook. So we have the handbook for you. All you have to do is open it up and read it.
Dr. Joan Shook, an emergency room physician at Texas Children's Hospital, says, if it weren't for SafeKids Greater Houston, she would see many more seriously injured children.
Injuries are the leading cause of death and disability in childhood. It's extremely important that we all learn all that we can in order to protect our children. SafeKid volunteers really are the front line in injury prevention in the community, giving people good information, teaching interventions, giving families tools to protect their children. Without those tools and those educational programs, we would have even more injuries than we do now.
Soldiers, we understand what they do. This is the quiet side of the other war that we're fighting to keep our children alive.
SafeKids Greater Houston, a coalition of health and safety experts, educators, groups, and law enforcement agencies led by Texas Children's Hospital, answers the call to action every day for kids on the Texas Gulf Coast. SafeKids Quiet Soldiers wouldn't have it any other way.
Which is always a really good thing to know that we've made a difference.
SafeKids Greater Houston saves our kids. Share with others what you've learned from this video.